So NBA 2K currently has a stranglehold when it comes to basketball games. You no longer have NBA Live, NBA Shootout, NBA in the Zone. No. You want to play basketball, you have to play NBA 2K. Or do you? Because there's an alternative game that just came out across all platforms, and I picked it up on the Nintendo Switch. This was a game that was introduced during a Nintendo Direct presentation, and, well, it was basketball. You know, there's the ball and stuff like that. Arcadey. Maybe it'll be fun. Maybe. So today we're going to check out NBA Bounce. I played it on the Switch too, and yeah, I have thoughts about it. But before we get into that, I want to give a huge thank you to today's video sponsor. Your Nintendo Switch 2 was expensive. Don't be a fool, Pliskin. Protect your investment with the Belkin Travel Case. Belkin Travel Case is the ultimate must-have accessory for your Nintendo Switch 2. It has a lightweight and ergonomic design that will keep your Nintendo Switch 2 safe and secure when you take it out into the wild. There are multiple cartridge slots that will fit either your full game cartridges or your pesky game key cards if you like to buy those, and a little cargo net to store additional things. It has a great zipper design on it, and there are multiple ways to hold the system when in the Belkin Travel Case with the wrist and hand strap for it. But what if you want to get a little bit crazy? You want to see if it can actually survive the elements. Here's me throwing my Switch 2 down a flight of stairs inside of the Belkin Travel Case. Will it be able to withstand this environmental hazard that I have put it into? I hope so, because the Switch 2 is expensive. And would you have a look at that? My Switch 2 is safe and secure without a single scratch on it. The Belkin Travel Case can take a beating and keep your Nintendo Switch 2 protected. Be sure to check out the link in the description box down below, and a huge thank you to Belkin for sponsoring today's video. So when you start up NBA Bounce, you get to pick your favorite team. So I, of course, am going to pick the New York Knicks. And then you get a little tutorial on the controls of the game. And, I mean, the controls themselves are pretty simple. You shoot the ball, you can steal, you can pass, you can rebound, you can block shots. Like, you know, it's an arcadey style basketball game, and there's nothing inherently wrong with that. Games like NBA Jam are some of the most fun games of all time, and I was wondering if there was going to be, you know, some additional depth to things to kind of make things kind of go along. So I just messed around with this practice mode for a little bit, and then I went into the different game types that you have within the game modes. Now, one of the things that caught my interest was kind of creating my own player, because I was like, cool, I can maybe make someone that looks like me. And well, this is a game that's obviously targeting like a younger demographic, and I kind of realized that when like I couldn't give my character a beard or anything like that. But you know, you could do some customization here, different mouths, different shoes and stuff like that. Now, you're not getting any sort of real brands with the shoes. They're just different colorways. There's not really a great one that matched the Knicks colorways. Like, I guess, you know, a blue and orange shoe was just a little too much to ask for with this. But I'll find something that's somewhat appropriate for this outfit that I am wearing. That looks good enough. You can also choose your own nickname. And I don't really know what the point of it is, but, you know, I mean, you could do something with it, you know. So I'm going to pick my nickname here, and then I'm going to pick my jersey number, which gives me an opportunity to act like a child myself. So let's go ahead and go to, oh, there is no number 9 when you choose 6, so I'm done. But I did get a reward, a brand new reward. I unlocked a different colorway of shoe, and you can see that there are lots of different challenges that you can do. Now, most of these challenges are, I mean, rather simple. It's pretty much just play the game, hit some threes, win, dunk the ball, you know, but it does give you some unlockables. You can unlock like hats and different outfits and, you know, different colors of stuff like that. I guess it's fine, you know, if you're really into wanting to do that. You can unlock different balls to use, in the games and stuff. It's fine. It's just kind of busy work. But what about the game itself? You can see there are different modes here. There's a season mode, which I was kind of interested in playing. Let's bump up that difficulty level, maybe do some trades here. I don't really understand how this season mode is going to differ from, a regular game, but hey, maybe there's something to this game. Now, there are no players as far as I'm aware. It's all just, made up people, and you can see we got a traditional 3-on-3 basketball game going on here. And so yeah, this is pretty much the game here. After I did the tutorial introduction to the game for the controls, there's like an advanced one, and I was like, oh, maybe there's like dribble moves and stuff. No, there's not. Literally, this is what you're doing the entire time. And like, I get it, it's an arcadey basketball game, but in the same breath, it's like, well, NBA Jam was an arcadey basketball game, but it had style, it had flair, it had mystery to it. And this game is just like kids' first basketball game. Now, I will say that, like, graphically speaking, it's not terrible. Like, it doesn't look, atrocious. The commentator is kind of nice. The audio levels are kind of all over the place, though. Like, when the organ plays to, like, get you hyped up, it overpowers the commentator quite a bit. But you have all these game modes in the game, like pick up and play and stuff like that, but they're all the same. There's no online multiplayer here, so there's no sort of, component for that for a competitive aspect. And I don't even really see how the game could necessarily be competitive because of the shot meter. You see, the shot meter, once you kind of adjust to it, you're not really going to miss many shots. Like, I feel like I have mastered the shot meter after a couple games. And so it's just like I could just huck up threes at any point in time. Now, granted, you can play a little bit of defense to kind of circumvent that. But, like, there's no camera cutaways. There's no flashes. There's no pizzazz with this game. And that's what makes arcade sports games very fun. Like, an arcade sports game, it doesn't have to just target like a younger demographic. It should target all demographics to where, yeah, kids will want to play it, but adults will want to play it too, because NBA Jam, it was, it wasn't an easy game by any stretch of the imagination. Sure, the first time you played the Dallas Mavericks, you probably gave them the business, but difficulty ramped up as you played this game, and it doesn't really seem to be happening in this game. And the crazy thing is, if this was like a $10 or $20 game, sure, I could let it slide. Like, who cares? It's a fun little quirky basketball game. You could play it with your little brother or something who doesn't want to play NBA 2K. But this is a $50 game. I spent 50 United States dollars on this game. And I will be honest with you, I am not getting my $50 worth out of this game. Like, there is nothing about this game that screams a $50 release. This should be a $20 game. Just something that, your little brother likes basketball. He can't understand NBA 2K because he's like 4. All right, you throw this on. But asking $50 for the game, you're kind of putting it into an upper echelon. You're kind of putting it into a status of like almost NBA 2K, because 2K is $70. You wait a couple weeks, that'll be down to 50. Is this on the level of NBA 2K? So yeah, NBA Bounce, if you find it on sale for like $10, which I can't imagine many people are going to be, spending the $50 that I spent on this game. If you could find it for like $10 or something like that, it might be worth checking out if you got some younger kids in the house who are, fans of basketball and stuff like that. Like, here's the halftime show. Like, this is the halftime show here. Watch. Oh, it's him. I unlocked him after I won this game. That's the Knicks super fan. And we're right back into the game. So if you were on the fence about NBA Bounce, I mean, I wouldn't buy it if I were you. I kind of regret my purchase here. But let me know in the comments section down below. Is this a game that you have on your radar? Also, the computer got really cheap coming out of the half. Like, that dude just made that half-court shot like it was nothing, even though they were hucking up air balls to start the game. I don't know what's going on with the difficulty at this. I still won this match, though. And as always, guys, thank you for checking out this video. I know that alley-oop looks kind of cool. You just pass it when they're jumping in the air. It's ridiculous. And as always, be sure to hit subscribe if you're new. Like the video. Check out the link in the description box down below. Huge thank you to Belkin for sponsoring today's video. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.